Oh, happy yay. Oh, happy yay. Because we woke up. Because we're not stuck. Because we woke up all the way. Because listen, we finally we see the truth. Yes, we do. We see the truth. Well, that toxic ass was in on. And the ass was in on it too. They were in on it too. So why is it a happy day? Because now true healing can begin. Ignorance is not bliss. You can't heal and address what you don't see. You'll be amiss. And though it comes with the bittersweet of pain and agony, the tragedy that can never be erased from your mind and reality, it's better to know who hates you and is against you than to not know and continue to break bread. Listen, one of the things that they do to crazy make the target and to convince the world to believe that the target is crazy is statements such as this. They don't have any proof. Prove that A, B, C, D, E, F, G happened. Prove, show me the proof that this person, this group, this family member, I just looked at number 14. So this family member, prove that they did this and that to get them sick. Prove that they are trying to do things and hiring people to irritate them and following them around and to try to stress them out and poison them. Give us the proof. They can't prove it. They're crazy. They don't have any proof. It's their imagination. They don't have any proof. They're extra. They don't have any proof. They're just seeking attention. They don't have any proof. They're just stressed out. They don't have any proof. They're just mad. They want to pout. They don't have any proof. The next time, let me tell you what all of that is. It's just a tactic. It's the criminal's code. Innocent until proven guilty. Now that works in the case of if it's an honor to those who are actually innocent. But more often than not, it's not. More often than not, it's an honor to those who are actually guilty. So they say, prove this is true. You say, fuck you, prove that it's not. Because see, here is where the rubber meets the road. When there is a legitimate investigation, and I have to highlight legitimate because you have corruption afoot. Corruption has an agenda, which means they can play with a lot of things. It really doesn't serve us to wake up and act like we brand new, like we just came out of our parents' hoo-haws. Okay, things be tampered with and played with if there is an agenda. It's not hard. I don't know, we be intelligent, we got all the doctorates and we, all the certs and yet and still we can't fathom and fashion the fact that motherfuckers could be corrupt as fuck and they can make shit up, nigga. Like what? Dumbasses. Like sometimes we dumb, we smart dumb as fuck. It's like, oh, all they got to do is just show you a piece of paper and you smiling. eating it up, swallowing it. Collective, you're saying fuck them. They challenged you, you said no, prove that it's not. Because you're not, unlike them, you're not afraid of a legitimate investigation. Uh-oh. Oh, I see some eyebrows and wigs and all sorts of shit lighting on fire in my eyes. Because unlike them, you are not afraid of a operative word, a legitimate investigation. An integral. Not the one that's been fashioned with all this bullshit to convince people of the bullshit. They are, though. And that's the proof in and of itself. Somebody can catch that rev. Somebody can catch that rev maybe 5 years from now. Somebody can catch that one. That's the proof in and of itself. Because why are you scared? Why are you concerned with a legitimate investigation? They say, prove it. Collective say, fuck you. Prove that it's not. Prove somebody's stalking. Prove that they're not. Prove that they're intentionally trying to cause harm. Okay. Prove that they're not intentionally trying to cause harm. As they drive around like maniacs, forgot to take their medication. Activity like Crenshaw Friday night. Ain't never been this active since 1985. Prove that it's not. Uh-oh, is somebody gonna get it? I done seen several people get pulled over lately. I don't know why, what that's all about. And I'm like, what the hell is the car accidents, nigga? And the people pulled over and the 5-0. I'm like, damn, what's happening? Well, I wonder. They fashion so much against the target, and it's really convincing. They do. I mean, because this is, it's an organized effort. It's not like it's a one-man show. They all communicate. When you get illegally placed on a watch list, those areas and neighborhoods, yeah. When you go into a place, it won't be too long before somebody get a phone call, a text message, an email with some makeshift bullshit. Don't pay this person any attention. They're crazy. They're just stressed out. They're on drugs. All of them on drugs. Anyway, they're on drugs. They're a criminal. They're all criminals. But they lean into this stuff. They lean into everyone's weakness. I've said this, and other people are saying it. They play into the weaknesses of everyone. They play into everybody. Against everybody. You're a religious establishment, then they finna come in and talk your language. They finna call you. They finna send you a message. They finna, and see, but people, now this is a little bit funny to me, but it's okay. Because all these different journeys I've been on, there would have been a part of me that's curious as to why a regular motherfucker walk in the door and I'm getting a phone call from somebody. Like, that's some weird shit. My eyebrows would go on up the other way, not towards the person. Mine be like, what the fuck is this weird shit? Some regular rando and a disabled kid. The fuck? I'm smarter than that. I'm smarter than that. That's why they'll never try it with someone like me. They can't come in there and play, sing my tune and think I'm gonna just be stupid. Oh, that's, as soon as somebody walk in there trying to get some help, that person, I'll be like, and who are you? And who are you? Who are you calling me bitch? Okay? Who are you? I'm agent so-and-so, And with the American dollars, you got time to follow this motherfucker around when there's some real shit out here? And this is what your dumb ass got time to do? Somebody who clearly is dealing with somebody that even got a full deck of cards. They got to take care of them like they're a kid. You and your motherfuckers got all the money and time in the world to do this shit. Now I'm suspect of you. Who are you? Calling my institution. Talking about they crazy. I'm concerned now. Do I need to protect them from you? Because they are saying people are following them, yes? And guess what? And lo and behold, are they lying? Because your stupid ass just called me. They wasn't here for 5 minutes before your trashy ass rang my phone. So are they lying? Because how the fuck you even know they're there? They're here. Ding, 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 ding. So the truth is they're not crazy then. They're not. Whatever you say, no, they're not. They're not crazy. Because you and God knows whoever else. Because you called here 5 minutes after they walked in the door. Or I got a call from you 5 minutes after I got off the phone with so-and-so, with this person. So you are tracking. How the fuck do you even know what they like? They doing their life. How the fuck you all that eyeballs, pussy ass, you know what I'm saying, deep in they shit like that? So then the truth of the matter is, then they're not crazy. Because it requires that someone is surveilling, which is the stalking and the following, for y'all to even be talking to us. How many more trash bags? How many more people? Who's sitting out front? So they're not crazy. But that is what you're telling me. You're saying they're at risk. They're at risk of what? What? What are they at risk of? Or why should we be concerned? Huh? Since your bitch ass is following them around, they can't go piss and they can't go ride on a swing, nigga. They can't go to the goddamn the community so-called help programs, bitch, without one of your trashy motherfuckers. So, could you help me out, Mr. and Mrs. Officer Fake as fuck? What do we need? Why should we be afraid of this person again now? As I watch them struggle with no resources because you all are making it good and plenty don't have it, and they take care of their disabled children. So what the fuck am I supposed to be afraid of, nigga? Come with something better. How is this person in danger and they're in the fucking... I guess I do look stupid because you obviously called my dumb ass and I'm sitting here listening to your dumb ass. Because why are they a risk? Why do they need to be watched by the community? Could you help us out? You can't catch a real killer if the directions, bitch, to where the killer was, motherfucker, was plain as day, and the killer, bitch, was disabled. You can't catch thug bones and tragedy walking in your face every day. Terrorizing neighborhoods. But you and your people got all the goddamn time in the world for us to follow a $130, 50-year-old woman and her disabled Rain Man son. Some ain't right. And we supposed to be convinced that they are a problem. They are a danger. You come in here with your fake files and folders. We don't know. We don't know what the fuck you done to this lady with the pictures and this shit. We don't know what the fuck you done to this young man either. Just because you bring your smiling veneered ass up in here doesn't mean shit. We supposed to watch them for what? What are we watching for? You can't even keep up with the real criminals. Selling in your damn face. They out slicking and out maneuvering you. But yes, we understand. Yes, the community. Yes. The community needs to be concerned about this little lady and her disabled. We got this. We have pedophiles. We have vendors. We have corrupt playing on the weaknesses and the vulnerabilities of people. But we ain't worrying about none of that. We got pervs following disabled people in the bathroom. And wherever they go, looking and being weird like their fantasy is to be A from Pretty Little Liars and shit, loopy motherfuckers. We, but, yes, sure, we need to be concerned. And unfortunately, with these communities, the only reason why it works is because, first and foremost, sleep. And the only reason why it works is because they lean into, like I said, the beginning of this video, I said they plan everybody. And that. They're not just exploiting the targets. They're exploiting the people who's stupid enough to watch. Everyone is being profiled, not just the target. Those that are recruited were profiled as well and continue to be profiled. That's something a lot of folks don't know. Because they need candidates that are likely, okay, that are likely to want to participate. So, like I said, they're going to lean into your differences, and then they're going to twist stories and give folks every reason to just not like the person or to hate the person or to feel, I saw in the video today, to feel like this person deserved to be terrorized, which is ignorance. But again, 80-20 rule. If they convince the world you some kind of the horrible persons that they are, then this is why people are willing to terrorize you and your kid. Some of them are even lying on the disabled. I mean, these people, again, they don't have a bottom line. They lie. They have an agenda and they want the agenda fulfilled. And so what happens is when someone already has an inclination to hate based on the misinformation, then some people will do it just on GP because of it, even though it's still wrong. Even though they know that there really isn't a legitimate legal cause, which is what everyone's, air quotes, supposed to be operating in. But even once they know that, they'll lean into it, like if it's a supremacist group, even if it's a secret, because they even profiled, I guarantee you they profiled you, baby. If they, honey, please. Even if for the world you're not racist, they know that you are, if you are. Or, if you're sexist, if you're ageist, if you're discriminate against disabled, if you're if you're prejudiced based on religious, philosophical, spiritual bents, no matter what mask we wear, I promise you, the big wigs, they know. And they gonna stroke your ego. Saying to themselves, you stupid fuck. Yeah, that's what they saying about y'all. Oh, as they flatter you and dangle the gifts in front of you. They think you're stupid. You think they have respect for you. They don't have respect for you either. Just like they don't got respect for the target. They think you're stupid. They think all it takes is, and are they, well, I'm not going to say are they lying. I'm just going to say, are they altogether wrong? Because the reason why they feel that way is because all they have to do is give you a pacifier or a lollipop and stir up your egoic issues, and they can get you to go all out for them. That's all they got to do. And then, because you look at it, it's got like icing on the cake. You get to vomit out your secret vermin that you may have towards the target for whatever the reason is. And You get to feel like you're the winner. You get to feel like you won. You get to, feel like you're on some kind of a, you're some kind of demon slayer when the demons are yourself and the people who sent you. But you get to feel, like, look at, I'm the one for the job. And they know that's just gonna make your little spiritual ego on swole status, like, and whoa. They know. They're like, they laugh and see, just like they laugh, y'all. They laugh at the targets. They laugh at the targets, the people they recruit, right? But they also laugh at the people they recruit. Behind the scene, ain't no honor amongst thieves and fucked up. One day somebody gonna catch that. There's no honor. See, I find it fascinating that people believe that there is. Because this is our crew. Wrong. It's all about agendas, baby. And the moment you're not relevant or you're in the way or, case in point, no respect for you. It's dollars and cents, checks and balances, transactional, baby. Transactional. But they'll let you feel and believe whatever you need to so that you get the fucking job done, okay? Playing everybody. The point of this video, though, is so the target's not, people who have critical thinking and they use their critical thinking, they're online, they're connected and active, and they also know how to differentiate or separate their own preferences, their own, because we all have some of that. That's just natural. We all have some of that. But maturity and critical thinking comes online when we're not on autopilot. Like, wait a minute. Okay, so he or she walks here, there's a phone call. If this person reached out to this organization and entity, there's a phone call. So that's suspicious. Okay, why is this person on the watch list? If I'm the other people, I'm at we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Not if it's my shit. I'm gonna put it like that. Not if it's my shit. Not if it's my organization. We're not doing that. No, we not. No, we not. No, we not. You ain't finna contact me with no makeshift ass shit. Who the fuck are you? I'm finna get intelligent. I'm finna do me some research. Okay? Because if this person or whether they're fugitive, you need to follow the processes of due process of the Americas to handle your fucking business. Because otherwise, no. Has this person been in? Yeah, no, we don't. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. You got all the time in the world for this. What about this? What about this shit that's been going on in here with this broke down city for this long? Could you fix that, nigga? Call us with this bullshit. Got folks out here hurting, churning, all kind of shit hurting out here. You calling me with this bullshit? Talking about we need to watch them. Nah, I need to watch your ass. Cause with your little creepy ass obsession with some 50-year-old, 140 soaking wet single mama and her Rain Man disabled son. Call me with that shit. I must like I'm stupid. I must look like I'm goddamn stupid. Apparently a lot of people are though. anything. They go around and tell these people they're crazy. That's their bread and butter. And they come with a folder with some shit in it, maybe 50% true. I'm possibly being generous with that. 20% truth. Violating HIPAA laws, all the laws, bitch. Why they tell you they need to watch this first. This person is just sad. This person is just, they're bipolar. They're bipolar. Okay, but they ain't that damn bipolar, because what's kind of ironic is, nigga, they ain't that goddamn, because the irony, so if you contacted me, how many other motherfuckers? That's just this incident. So people are following their lives around whatever they're doing then. Because just like you're contacting me, my business, what other business entity have they frequented that yo bitch ass called? Damn. It got quiet. It's like energetically quiet. Like it was already quiet, but it just seemed like it just went flat. The abusers, the stalkers, the people who benefit, the ignorant, all of the above, say, prove that it's true. The collective says, fuck you. Prove that it's not. Because what's fascinating, I like to play devil's advocate for shits and giggles. Let's say the target is paranoid. Let's say that the target is as accused. Let's say they are. I'll lean into the argument of the toxic fucks. The people who are benefiting off of the manufactured street theater shenanigans. Lean into it. Let's say the target's paranoid. Just lean into it. Roll with it. Let's say they tripping, bitch, because of the trauma and, their unfortunate situations and, raising a disabled person in their life and, heartache and, getting off of the path of the Lord. I'm going to play this one real good. I'm gonna poke holes in everything. So let's play with that. Okay, fair enough. Let's all come to an agreement and say, okay, so let's put our pitiful faces on, our pity face and our pity sound on. It's unfortunate. They're paranoid. They done lost it. Oh, thing. Oh, from doing, oh, okay. That's unfortunate. Okay, good. Now, so then, wouldn't that be proven? With a legitimate investigation, a thorough, integral, unbiased, untainted, due processed properly, legitimate investigation? Answer my question. Objection, Your Honor. Overruled. I'm just trying to give y'all some entertainment with that part. Because I've been told over the years, I did that for a reason. I've been told over the years, here and there, I might have made a damn good lawyer. So we overruled the objection. Objection, my ass. I would have been the back version, coming in with my do-rag. Shut up. They're like, this is not how it's supposed to be in court. It is today. New version. The point. I'll get back to my actual voice. The point. It would be found out at the end of the day, huh? It would, no, would it not? I need somebody out there in the ethers that stumbled across this video someday answer the damn question. If it's true, when looked into, this would come out. Somebody would say, then why waste? I love this part. Like y'all heard me. I like to play devil's advocate, and I like to swing all these angles because I know it's there. Well, why? Yeah, because there's that agenda. Why waste? See, why would it be called a waste? But anyway, why waste tax dollars? Y'all, they wasting it now on this shit when the motherfuckers sitting up there watching bitches and churn, giving these niggas spiffs and paying for car notes and shit and can't catch no damn pedophiles. It's already fucking wasted. Dismissed. Try again. Why waste, manpower hours and tax dollars, legals and all of this stuff if this person is crazy? If you still see that? And here's my answer to that. But what if they're not? And due to ignorance, laziness, greed, indifference, and whatever else you want to call it, you wanted to brush it off. That person and their children get deathly ill. They get to have end up having some kind of psychotic break because no one is stepping up judicially as they should. And one of the next pervy perversons, if the mother of the child, can't be on top of it all the goddamn time. What kind of weird pervy shit they're trying to do next time? These motherfuckers is loopy. We can't give them no fucking benefit of the doubt. They lost that right the moment they started following them the fuck around. What kind of perv got time to sit up there and do that all day, every day? Obviously, some ain't right in their head. Obviously. Well, why we just can't seem to understand, why would they want to do that to you? And why would anybody want to do that to a disabled person? Why is sugar sugar and salt salt? Nigga, it just is the short answer. Why are children trafficked every day? Why would they want to do that to them? We got to stop playing, because that's all we're doing. We're stalling. We're stalling when we go through cognitive dissonance. We're stalling when this is going to be uncomfortable, because maybe it has to do with people we cared about, and the people that we cared about are on the evil side of the stick to it. We stalling because we don't want the messiness of dealing with the truth. Because why is anybody out here in the Americas, what's any rationale behind any of it? Like I said, why are children trafficked as I am speaking in real time? I need a motherfucker that see this video answer my goddamn question. The children ain't messing with nobody. No matter how fucked up any of us may or may not be, and all of our various issues and thoughts and beliefs and all that, at the end of the day, children are children. So why are they being targeted? Why are they being hurt? What's the rationale behind it? There is none, so stop looking. We're asking for questions. We're not asking the proper questions. We're stalling. I can't see any money in that. Okay, well, like I said, why is sugar sugar, salt salt? Why do we see some of the things that we see on TV and we don't get it? We shake our heads, we shrug our shoulders. A first lady I was reared under in church for a good, 2002 to 2012. A ministry I was a part of that long. She was murdered. You heard correctly. Did that make sense? Absolutely the fuck not. She wasn't in a gang. She wasn't, out in life, living a wild out life. She didn't have no drug debts. I'm just thinking of all the things that people sometimes would try to say to make sense of it. It's some stuff, it does not make sense. Correct. It doesn't. She didn't deserve it. Was she perfect? No, but she still didn't deserve that. To be murdered. Trigger warning. This is a sensitive area, even for me to talk about that. Gotta get our head out of our asses. Or out of somebody else's ass, some distorted witch's ass. Critical thinking skills is required. And this is not meant to be an insult on intelligence in and of itself. That's not what I said. We all have strengths and weaknesses in areas. There are people who might got an IQ of 190 and still miss this. So rectify that. Reconcile what I just said. How is it that they have an IQ of 190 and still miss all this? And that's because we all have strengths and weaknesses in areas. And I am reminded of an episode on Little Sheldon and him and his twin sister. He was brilliant and smart, but he was not so smart when it came to the more emotional and the social skills and the intuitive. They took them to get special testing and training to figure out why they were different and you know what they were good at, and you know all that they were paid to go through this study. And the sister scored extremely high on the other end. She was, you know, not the sharpest pencil in the pencil box in the sense of the intellectuals, but he was. So again, he was considered a genius by definition. So this is definitely not saying that folks aren't intelligent. But he was the dumbest doornails, you know, doorknob when it came to, because they was like looking at him trying to help him do some of the other questions, and they kept going back and forth in the room, and he was like missing it, like boom, bitch. He could not compute. It was like trying to make a Windows software operate on a Macintosh operating system kind of shit. It was like, cannot compute, error. And he was still a genius. He won a fucking Nobel Peace Prize. That's how smart he was. In physics. We all have strengths and weaknesses. So sometimes this is the stuff that some of us, that's not our thing. And when you are on autopilot, and when you are, you know, which is kind of the way of the world, you know, going through the humdrums of life and the comforts of that and the exhaustion of that, and then boom, here comes Ken and Barbie calling you when some customer walks into your facility. And then when these targets start telling people, I am a victim of domestic violence, I am a victim of stalked and watched, it's like, oh, the irony of that. It's like, they just told you that, and ring, ring. Did this lady tell you that she's a victim of stalking? Don't believe her. I'm kind of gonna be believing her, because why is your bitch ass calling me? This is freak weird. I'm kind of believing her. Yes, I am. And then if I get my own opportunity to talk to her, which means I get to use my own fucking critical thinking skills. Okay, yeah, no. No. Yeah, I kind of am believing that, because I don't see anything else. I'm gonna need more than that. I ain't seen them break into shit. They may be eccentric, but shit, fuck it. Shit, 90% of the motherfuckers, including myself, is nigga. in my own way. Just because I'm not being surveilled, I get my civil and human rights. I have my privacy. So people don't get to see my oddities the same way because I'm not under that level of surveil. They don't get to see, but don't mean it ain't there. They don't get to see my poor moments with my children because I got the privacy of my own home. I have the privacy of not being fake makeshift put into something so somebody can be a creepy perv. So don't give me that shit. Hell, yo, Ken and Barbie ass got some shit if we want to keep it real, nigga. Just because I don't see it. You got the liberties of having your human and civil rights upheld. So they don't get to see you arguing with little John having a little bitch fit because you won't give him the new iPhone. But you want us to surveil this mama and her disabled kid and their interactions, niggas. Fuck you. They don't see you cussing out your wife. Yeah, they don't see that because you get your privacy. Your intimate things, your struggles is something that you get to have that. They're not following you to the toilet. They ain't following your kid to the park bathroom. They ain't paying weirdos that live in your townhome community to the left of you, to the right of you, down the street from you. So give us another fucking reason. You got to come up with something better than that. We didn't dealt with more hardcore shit than this. You gonna have to fucking come up with something better. Cause they eccentric. Then we all in trouble. Lock us up. Because they're waving their hands through their energy, and our ignorance tells us that there's something wrong with them because they're doing that. Because we ain't got the knowledge and education about it. So our assumptions takes us there. And that's supposed to be watch list worthy when we got cutters, trigger warning, cutters in front of us possibly daily. We got some real issues here that need some real tending to. And you wants to spend time, money, energy, manpower, resources, foot power, all of that on evaluating this. Well, they're abusive. By what definition? Because you saw them having a disagreement with their child. You having disagreements with yours. Yours is just not on camera, honey. So shut up. Well, because they're spending. We feel like there's and if somebody was scrutinizing your spending habits and what you're doing, they may find out some information there as well. They say prove that it's true. The collective says fuck you, prove that it's not. Because from the collective standpoint is either way this goes, even if they were wrong, all of this will be found out in a legitimate investigation. And that is what they stand confident in. That is why they're not afraid of that. And this is also why the abusers try to make sure that the target is so discombobulated with surviving everyday life, with all of their A group, their A team, follow them around the Americas, casting spells, doing their little weird witch wizard shit. That the target won't have, because that's overwhelming. How are you taking care of business? See, they're trying to force these targets to have to neglect their life. Because how are you taking care of business when you're trying to play private investigator for yourself so that you can gather enough data so that somebody would take you seriously when it is time for you to file against the motherfucker? How are you going to doctor's appointments? Making sure that the kids are going to the doctor, making sure, how are you doing all of the regular things when you're constantly surviving harassment? And it's all designed to make the target look negligent. And just distracted and lacking focus. You would lack focus too, bitch, if you had creepy creepersons from Creepinsville following you and your kid around. And when you call the cops and tell the authorities and tell the case managers and tell this one, that one, they look glazed over by the damn eyes. You would be too distracted. It's like I told the so-called powers that be, nigga. How focused? That's what I'm saying. It's like, so how focused are they gonna be? That's the whole point. To do all the regular things, dentist appointments, checkups, just life, having fun, doing stuff. When you got pervs, A's walking around everywhere. My son couldn't go piss without some fucking weirdo following him around. He can't go nowhere without somebody being cued, some weird ass good for nothing being cued. To bring their little Holland babies, or just, because all of the things that triggers his trauma, being cued to present in front of him, playing certain subliminal songs and messages, anything to trigger him. He can't go nowhere without one of these raggedy motherfuckers doing that shit. And then look at him some kind of way and look at me some kind of way when he look all distraught and stuff. Yeah, he's distraught. It's a world full of good for nothings that don't give a fuck as long as they can get a buck. The motherfuckers that's supposed to represent honor and protection is in on the shit. We are victims of human trafficking. Masons and Eastern Stars are behind it, as well as the other corrupt authority enterprises. And human trafficking is not just somebody was a prostitute, and it's not just somebody being grabbed off the street and tied in a rope and put in a white van. It's everything that they're doing now to try to dictate and control me and my son's life, while looking like they're not doing anything. They say prove it's true. We say fuck them, prove it's not.